Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you the cosmetic science 8th semester unit 2nd question and answers as per RGUHS. So first I'll give you the unit 2, then unit 3 and unit 4. Mostly probably I'll give you tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So these are the 10 marks question which I have took from the question bank. So the first question or the third question in the question bank, describe the principle building blocks used in the formulation of oral care products. And the second question, discuss in detail the formulation of cold cream and vanishing cream. Question number third, discuss the principal building blocks formulation for hair care products. And question number fourth, list out the different skincare products and describe the moisturizing cream. Where question number 5 or the last question for the 10 marks from the second unit, describe the chemistry and formulations of paraphenyl diamine based hair dye. So the answers for these 10 marks are, describe the principles for the building blocks used in the formulation of oral care products. This is the first question from the second unit, 10 marks, and the answer is, a toothpaste or a dentifriers is the substance which used with a toothbrush for the purpose of cleaning the accessible teeth. So what was the purpose for the oral dentifriers or oral care products are cleaning the teeth, polishing the teeth, removal of strain from the teeth, reduce incidence of the tooth decay, and reduction of oral malodors, that is bad odor. So the dentifriers such as toothpaste, tooth powder and tooth gels are meant for the cleaning the surface of the teeth by removing the food debris and plaque adhere to surface of the teeth, which is the main cause for the tooth problems. And the formulation and building blocks for the oral care products for toothpaste, there are two active ingredients and inactive ingredients. In that, the inactive ingredients are abrasive and polishing agents. So these are the agents which abrasive and polishing, they have property of polishing and abrasiveness from the debris removes, which removes the dirt from the tooth. And the example is precipitated calcium carbonate, dicalcium phosphate, calcium pyrophosphate. In that, the next is detergent and foaming agent, which foams. So they act by wetting the teeth and provide detergency in order to enhance the action of polishing agents. So the example for this, sodium lauryl sulfate, magnesium lauryl sulfate, etc. And in that, the other ingredients are humectants, which reduces the loss of moisture, binding agent, these are added to keep the solids and the liquid in the equal form, and sweetening agents, saccharin, sodium is used, flavoring agent, peppermint oil, cinnamon oil, clove oil, etc. and as well as preservatives were used. So these are necessary in case of toothpaste, which used to preserve for containing the carbohydrate and the moisture for bacterial growth. And colors were added to the toothpaste, so which influence the consumers to prefer or to purchase the toothpaste. And antibacterial agents, this is also a necessary agent in the toothpaste to antibacterial and desanitizing agent. And the number second, active ingredients were tooth whitening, anti-plaque and anti-gingivitis components. So these are used as antiseptic or antimicrobial that kills or inhibits the bacteria causing by gum and the sensitivity. Even anti-calculus, tartar control ingredients, these prevent from the calculus formation from the surface of the teeth through the control of mineralization, and even including the pyrophosphate tartar, sodium pyrophosphate, and etc. So number third, that is whitening ingredient. In the toothpaste, it is compulsory to add the whitening ingredient for brighten up the teeth. So the tooth whitening or bleaching agents has to be added. In that, non-bleaching and bleaching agents, there are two types. So the non-bleaching whitening products agents that work physical or chemical to help or to remove the surface stain from the teeth, where the bleaching agents actually have a natural color for the teeth, etc. And the formula for the toothpaste, so the what was the formula for the toothpaste? In that, calcium carbonate, that is adhesive agent, sodium lauryl sulfate, that is foaming agent or act as an surfactant, glycerin, which is humectant, gum tragacanth, that is binding agent, water, saccharin, sodium sweetening, as well as flavor and preservatives. So for the mouthwash is a liquid dentifriers and the products which used for the oral hygiene, where antiseptic and anti-plaque mouth rinse claims to kill the germs that causes the plaque, gingivitis, and bad breath. So the anti-cavity mouth rinse uses fluoride to protect against the tooth decay, where the mouthwashes are mainly alcoholic or hydroalcoholic solutions. So the main functions for the mouthwashes is deodorant and antiseptics, where for the ingredients for the mouthwashes are, it is the simplest. What was the formulation for the mouthwash? It is the simplest type of formulation, and it is a simple solution through the ingredients depending upon the particular formulation, and which claims, however, the basic ingredients, there are inactive ingredients like solvents and astringents, vehicle, whereas the active ingredients like anti-caries agents and anti-hypersensitivity, anti-plaque, anti-gingivitis agent, anti-tartar agent, and whitening agents, etc., wherein that, as well as bleaching and non-bleaching agent depending upon the product. So the formulation for the mouthwash, the ingredients and the quantity which is needed for that is thymol, ethanol, borax, sodium bicarbonate, glycerin, distilled water, and lastly flavor. So the next question, discuss in detail the formulation of cold cream and vanishing cream. So the vanishing cream definition, they are oil in water type of emulsion. When it is applied on the surface of the skin, it spread as a thin oilless film which is invisible to the naked eyes. Hence they are act as a or called as a vanishing cream. So they are used to hold the powder for the skin as well as to improve the adhesion. And the formulation for the vanishing cream, so in making of vanishing formulation, the various features are ensured, in that neutral or pleasant odor and color, easy to spread, even it will be pleasant feeling during the application, and easy penetration. It must be non-allergic and it brings hydration. So the ingredients which is used for the formulation of vanishing cream, so the main ingredient in the vanishing cream are stearic acid. So stearic acid governs that the consistency of the cream, and it is important for the percent property to the cream by forming a crystal skin. And in that, the second ingredient is humectant like glycerin, which will make the skin moisturize, and alkali like example potassium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, etc. And the next ingredient, which is emulsifying agents, These agents helps to stabilize the preparation and enhancing the uniformity of added ingredients, and preservatives, perfume, etc. are added to the vanishing cream used in the formulation of the vanishing cream. So the formula for ingredients and the quantity for the formulation of vanishing cream is stearic acid. So stearic acid is the main ingredient for the formulation of vanishing cream. Stearic acid, cetyl alcohol, glycerol, potassium hydroxide, propyl paraben, methyl paraben, rose oil as a perfume, and lastly purified water. So the preparation, what was the preparation for the formulation of vanishing cream? There are two types in that. Number A, preparation of oil phase. First we have to prepare the oil phase, and next we have to prepare the aqueous phase. So the oil soluble ingredients such as stearic acid and sodium carbonate are taken into a proclean dish, and this is the mixture added to 70 degrees Celsius. We have to take the mixture up to 70 degree. We have to heat the mixture till 70 degrees Celsius, and later we have to prepare the aqueous phase. The aqueous soluble ingredients like glycerin, paraben and other ingredients, we have to take this into the another proclean dish and heat this mixture at 70 degree, same as 70 degree Celsius. Then number third, that is addition of aqueous phase to the oil phase. So we have to add the aqueous phase into the oil phase. So the aqueous phase at 70 degree by continuously stirring. We have to continuously stir. Once it is completed, it comes to the room temperature. During this, continuously stir and then add a perfume or a rose oil to the then cold cream. So this is cold cream is an water in oil type of emulsion. So what is the cold cream? These are the cream of water in oil type emulsion. So they produce cooling sensation by evaporation of water after application of cream to the skin. Hence they are known as cold cream. They should possess the emollient action, and the layer left on the skin after the application should be non-occlusive. So the formulation aspects of a cold cream. What was the formulation for the aspects of the cold cream? It is a typical type of formulation process for the cold cream which takes into amount it various ingredients, where the selection of a proper ingredients to achieve the desired product which is used for the suitable manufacturing, and the method and the assessment and quality of the prepared formulation. So the ingredients or the which is used in the formulation of a cold cream are mineral oil like liquid paraffin, glyceride oil like almond oil, etc. Fats, a variety of fatty material are used in the cream, and waxes, example beeswax, preservatives, lanolin, color, wetting agents and humectants, gums and proteins were added, and lastly the perfume. The formula for cold cream are beeswax, mineral oil, paraffin wax and cetyl alcohol. We have to add these four ingredients first in the proclean dish, then we have to heat the mixture up to 70 degrees Celsius, and lastly the second mixture, that is borax, water and preservative perfumes, were added to the another proclean dish and heat the mixture up to 70 degrees Celsius, and we have to add the mixture into the water in oil type. So here is the procedure. First we have to add the four materials A and the next three materials which is separately in the glass container, that is proclean dish, and about 70 degree. Add the second mixture to the first, where in this the oil mixture were added to the aqueous phase. So slowly stir with the continuous stirring, and the thick stable emulsion will be formed. Then lastly add a rose oil or a perfume that will be about 35 degrees Celsius at the room temperature. Then stir again and mix well and store in the suitable container. So the next question, describe the principal building blocks formulation for hair care products. So a viscous cosmetic preparation with synthetic detergent used for washing hairs called as shampoo. So its principal function is to clean the hairs or the scalp such that it should become free from the sebum and foreign substance. So the shampoo also makes the hair lustrous, good looking. Apart from cleaning, it may also be used for medical purpose like medicated shampoo. So the ideal properties for the shampoos, it should have good spreading property. It should be able to remove the waste materials such as oil, debris, sebum, dead cells, etc. And it should not form any kind of film on the scalp. It should be rinsed out completely after washing the hairs, and it should not support any microbial growth and it also provides a luster to the hair and a wide perfume fragrance. So the ingredients which is used for the hair care products, for the formulation of hair care products, so the ingredients will be surfactants. The main use of surfactants is to cleanse and produce a foam, in that anionic and non-ionic where amphoteric surfactants were added. So even the cationic surfactant were added to the formulation. And number second, that is germicide and anti-dandruff agents, so which removes the microorganisms from the scalp. Anti-dandruff, which is used to eliminate the dandruff. Conditioning agent were added to the formulation, where the ingredients and pearlescent agents, so these agents are usually added by the adjacent to the conditioning agent. They remove the conditioning property, also impart the brightness to the hair. They make preparations for the transparent or opaque, example alkonamides, etc. and sequestrants. So these are complex forming agent, and it prevents from the complex formation between the metal and the surfactant, where the thickening agents were added for the preparation of the liquid makes thick and viscous, where perfume were added, and even preservative were added to prevent from the microbial growth. And lastly, the color were added for the preparation. And the typical formulation for the shampoo is, the ingredients and the quantity for the formulation of a shampoo is ammonium lauryl sulfate, which makes foam like adhesive foam, and lauramide, DEA, methyl paraben, propyl paraben, sodium chloride, disodium EDTA, fragrance like perfume, etc. and FDNC yellow. Number 5, that is color and etc. And lastly water weight 100% were added. The evaluation for the shampoo, first we have to determination for the pH, so determination of pH were there, and determination of viscosity of the shampoo, and lastly foaming agent, skin irritation test, we have to test eye irritation test, and etc. So these are the tests we have to do before we have to formulate a shampoo. So the next question is, list out the different skincare products and describe the moisturizing cream or the ingredients used in the skincare products. A variety of skincare products exist in the market. They fulfill a variety of functions by either acting directly on the skin or being cosmetically elegant vehicle for the specific active ingredient. So these skincare products are categorized in the three functional group, that is drugs, cosmetics and cosmeceuticals. So drugs to prevent from the disease altering the structure and function of the body, where the cosmetics is to beautify and improve the face or the scalp, etc., where the cosmeceuticals were an intermediate classification between the cosmetic products and may be entire to enhance the function of the skin. So there are four main skin care cosmetics available in the form of face wash, moisturizing cream, cold cream, vanishing cream, cleansing cream and night cream, etc. So you have to refer back for cold cream and vanishing cream. I'm going to start with the face wash. It should be leave a skin feeling soft and while looking like bright. Sometimes the ingredients may be stronger on the skin. This can be benefit for the people who have oilier skin but determinant to those with the dry skin. And the moisturizing cream, so when water is lost from the stratum corneum more rapidly than it is received from the lower layer of the skin, so the skin becomes dehydrated and the dehydrated skin loses its flexibility and appears rough. So the creams which restores water or moisture is plasticize the stratum corneum, provides the flexibility and makes it soft. These types of creams are known as moisturizing cream, where the ideal characteristics for the moisturizers, it is easy to spread and pleasant feeling during the application. It must be non-oily, non-greasing during the application. It must be smooth and softness for the skin, well tolerated and non-allergic, no microbial contamination and growth for the skin. Dermatological safety, it should be dermatologist tested and reduce the dryness of the skin and improve the dull skin appearance, where long-term stability must be needed, where the ingredients used for moisturizing cream are humectants and emulsifiers. The emulsifying are the crucial of an emulsion, also a large on consistency and viscosity for the skin, color, odor and care properties for final formulation, and the thickening agent. So this plays an important role in the skin field of emulsion. They contribute to the stability as well as appropriate rheological property for the formulation, and even water, preservatives to preserve the ingredients, and antioxidant which does not oxidate from the product, and lastly fragrance. These are added, where the sunscreen were added, the coloring agents were added, the pearl cells pigment, opifying agent and waxes were added to the preparation or the ingredient in the formulation of the hair care products. So skincare products, and the preparation for the moisturized skin, oil soluble components and emulsifier are taken in the beaker and the metal melted on a water bath till 70 degrees Celsius. Another beaker, preservatives, water and water soluble components are taken and heated the mixture with the 70 degree Celsius, where the water phase is added to the oil phase while the continuous stirring cool down. Let the temperature at the normal temperature 40 degrees Celsius and then add the perfume and fill into a suitable container. And the formula for the moisturizing cream are stearic acid, emulsifying wax, lanolin, glycerin, water, perfume, preservatives, and triethanolamine, which act as an emulsifying agent. Well, the evolution test to prescribe the moisturizing cream are determination of pH, physical appearance, spreadability, viscosity, dye test, etc. And lastly, the question number 5, chemistry and formulation of paraphenyldiamine, which is based on the hair care dye. So the chemistry of paraphenyldiamine, for the past 50 years the PPD has been used commonly as a primary intermediate in the formulation of a permanent hair dyes, which remain unchanged. According to the previous study, the 76 out of 115 commercial oxidation hair PPD concentration ranging from 2.2 to 3.4%, or the ratio, the PPD is an aromatic amine with a chemical formula C6H8N2 present in the formulation of crystals, where the PPD oxidizes in the air through the PPD tuning from a red to brown and finally black. So the PPD has the ability to penetrate the hair into the shaft follicles and has a strong protein binding capacity, thereby making it an effective hair dye. Additionally, it is also used for the further textiles industries such as vulcanizing agent in the rubber industry, where the reaction involved in the formation of permanent dyes are redox type and require 4 major components, where the aromatic amines with the substituents at position ortho or para, the hydroxy or the amino as the coupling bases, the reaction modifiers and the alkalizing compound and an oxidizing agents. So the coupling base, what were the coupling base? The bases are aromatic compound which is derived from the benzene substituted by at least 2 electron donor group such as NH2 or OH group in the para and ortho position to confer the property of ease oxidation, acting as a color developer, where the reaction modifiers, these are aromatic compounds which derived from the benzene and substituted by the group such as NH2 and OH in the meta position, which does not penetrate easy oxidation by H2O2, and they do not produce any significant color along, but they modify them when used as a primary intermediate and oxidant. Where the alkalizing compounds, so these agents promote the proper pH value in the hair dye for beginning of the oxidation reaction. And lastly, the reducing agent, these agent adds the oxidative dyes formulation from to retain the basis between the reaction and the modifiers and the penetration and the initiation of the reaction in the primary table during the storage time. And oxidant, these are basically 2 types of oxidant: hydrogen peroxide when it is a water, sodium persulfate when it is a vehicle in the powder. And 6, that is antioxidant. These agents are added to avoid the reaction beginning before the addition of the oxidant. And the formulation aspects for the PPD is based on the hair dyes. It is also called as a para dyes at the time of application. These dyes are colorless, but the time to particular color after undergoing a chemical reaction on the hair. The chemical reaction includes the following reaction like alkaline pH, which is in the oxidation, and coupling, where the condensation, and the ingredients added in the PPD for the formulations are bases, couplers and oxidizing agents, like the following factors which is great concern during the preparation of the oxidation dyes, like formulation base and dye component, coupling agent, alkali, oxidizing agents. So these are the agents which is used for the oxidizing dye. So here we have completed the 10 marks for the second unit of cosmetic science. Tomorrow I am going to give you the 5 marks and even the fourth unit of cosmetics science. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.